Do-do-do-dun-dun-dun-dun. Award. 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 Bored. 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 But not bored. But bored. No shit, right. Hello, hello, hello. Do 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 do. Okay, let's turn on some music. Let's go to the things. Yep, there we go. Hello, hello everyone. Hi. What did we get over these past 2 days? That I'm tired? Yes. Hi, A. The board will grow. Terrifyingly enough, yes. All right, my current theory about Catra, by the way, is they're literally half man, half woman. I mean like literally split down the middle of their body. They're like half. One side's a man, one side's a woman. The only reason I suggest that right now is because of the very odd position of the towel they wore in that one cutscene. It makes me go, I wonder if they're literally half and half right now or something. Mazinger moment. I've played enough Super Robot Wars to know not the fucking horrific Mazinger kind of thing, but like, I mean, we've had coats and shit before. Something like that happening doesn't seem the most absurd. Maybe even he's gradually becoming one over the other. Maybe it's like a gradual merger, like I don't know. Maybe he's gonna become fully woman or fully man at some point. I know how that sounds, by the way, but it's... I swear, I'm just talking about theory shit here. It's like... Okay, okay. All right, Mare has 2% of a personality now. How could I forget that? But yeah, I don't know why Catra would be, because like so the thing is, okay, let me go to Catra first, I guess, since I've got some things to think about them. They are, as I've written down, another catalyst, which is a bit odd. We got a sketchy vacation, a note on Grendel. Yep. Now the question that, what does Mazinger moment mean? There's a character in Mazinger who suffered a horrific experiment by an evil person that merged a man and woman together, and they're split down the middle. And they were lovers, by the way, too, which is even worse. Okay. Oh, you hadn't heard of that? Yeah, the only reason I know about it is because is because I am the weirdo who plays Super Robot Wars on stream, which was a bad idea, guaranteed. Let's see, Mare. Okay. So it turns out Yumi ain't a god, her dad's just awful. Hold on, I can adjust Yumi slightly. The question mark was there. Right, where the fuck is douchebag at? Oh god, he's all the way over there. Fuck me. Only chose the second longest Super Robot Wars game. Yes, my decision was terrible. I enjoyed the game immensely, but fuck if that was a good decision. Wrong, incorrect, that would be to say. Okay. Complicated? Complicated. Okay, first off, make it thick. Second off, we're gonna need to get the right color. Third off, gotta make it like that. And last off, we gotta make sure it doesn't fucking go over anything. Oh god, how the fuck am I gonna navigate this shit? Up, yep. Up. Up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. There we go. Yeah, then... Also, gotta fix this up a bit. Oh yeah, I have that note down. Halo Mystery Boy. Boy, what girl were you looking for? Huh. Okay. Impact, which is a remastered compilation of 3 handheld games in one. Ah, yeah, that would be the longest. Makes sense. What the fuck? Hold on, page up. Why does bringing it upwards? What? Okay, hold on a second. Bring up. Bring to front. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Okay, then I should lower this slightly. Put that there. Put this over there. Take this, extend it downwards a little bit. There we go. No, I need even more space. Jesus crime. Okay. No, there we go. Okay. That sounds like rigging the competition. Okay. Okay, I gotta fucking... I know the interlude isn't over yet, by the way, but I will say, what the fuck was the point of the beginning of this interlude? You're gonna expand the board a bit? It looks really cramped. I'm gonna expand the board next week, because next week I should be getting a couple new characters, which means then I'll have to open up the board a tad, because we are incredibly small now. BB, you can't have a Trios game without a festival. The fact that... Okay. The fact that... Can anyone name a festival that we... How many festivals have we had, everyone? Okay, I want you guys to think of that. And then think of how many festivals didn't end up with a massive, dangerous attack on everyone that becomes a national crisis. How many of those don't end up like that, huh? Huh? Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Most of them are fucking national crises. The majority of festivals end in a national crisis. That's what happens most of the time. You don't think that's a festival fault. At some point, the correlation, though, becomes very persuasive. To be fair, Coach Steel once festival ended with a local emergency. Yes. Much better, that is. We don't have anyone to add this week, right? It's just a lot of small notes on people. Oh, right. Theorizing... Mayor... You are the father. Applause. Disgruntled Van look. Let's not add Sword Girl yet. I mean, Sword Girl is a sword who has a sword, and it. Oh right, my meme board. Was she on there? I think she was on there. What the fuck did I say about her? I put her as the fight. I took one look at her designer's like, yep, that's the fight. That's the one who says fight. I mean, from the fucking 5 milliseconds we've seen of her, that seems to be quite accurate so far, yes. Needs fight, lives to fight, dies of not fighting. Just copy that wholesale. Fuck. It just put it on the actual board. I'll save it for next week. And then we can add it on, and then we can see everyone's reaction and see who recognizes it from this board. I'll save it for next week. Let me just, yeah. Should I put it on this week, or should I put it on next week when we meet her more clearly? Goody Two Shoes is not right. I guess I'll have to change her over to evil, actually. Now, put it on today. You might have real things to say next time. This week for sure. Okay. I mean, she's technically... Evil isn't quite right, but, you know. I'll put it on it. Nah, leave it alone. Oh, don't change anything. Be confusing as fuck. You know what? I like it. Okay. I have space over here too, so let's just She comes from the era of big. You can tell very clearly. Let's see. Right. Don't resize it low. Yeah, this is from the era of big. You know, I will say I'm surprised that despite being a relatively, like, we didn't get much, not much necessarily happened during the... Oh, hold on a second, let me fix my face. There we go. I have to say, I am kind of surprised that despite there not really being much that happened last stream, relatively speaking, we still got a decent amount of information somehow, which is unusual. We got a few questions though. Yeah, and that few was a lot, admittedly. This means gaming coming to a close. Info comes thick and fast. Yeah. Oh, right. Using Grendel too much will cause Van to have his personality supplanted by his original self before his reincarnation. Yeah, I think that's about right. I should add here, I should add in this part here too that Aaron's storyline proves that Genesis can cause previous incarnations of a person to overtake themselves. Likely the danger Van is susceptible. Oh fuck. To Grendel? Isn't it? Isn't that how you spell it? Isn't it Grendel like that? Is it, or is it with an E at the end? Oh, it's with an E at the end. Okay. I'm looking on my tablet for that scene with Mayor Lobet. I'm being gracious enough to lend you a helping hand as a under the influence of Ick. We don't know why it's blurred or even the same as Twilight. We don't, but I'm having to base my guesses around the fact that it seems like the corrupted words kind of thing happens either due to the corruption caused by a Septarion or via something not belonging in the world. It seems like those are the two ways that we've observed so far of a name or a word being corrupted was because of that. Now that you mention it, stuff was corrupted in the towers and sky. Wasn't stuff corrupted in the towers and sky though because of like it was actually just technology and it was kind of broken at the time? Like it was old tech that just was kind of getting shittier with age. And the fact that Reset compares the phenomenon with the words to what happened in Crossbell kind of backs up that it's probably something along the same lines as the words in Crossbell. I feel like it wouldn't make sense otherwise. Wasn't so related to Oreo though? Maybe. I guess... I'm gonna make a theory here. I'm becoming a bit more convinced of this as time goes on, so I'm gonna put this over here. This isn't reality number 3. The nature of the world has been changed before, different from Kia shenanigans, as instead of making changes to a timeline, it's changes to the underlying nature of reality/existence. I am okay with a couple of the ways things are going right now. Can you expand on that? Okay, yeah, I tried to, but to compare the two, Kia can like recreate timelines and stuff, and could it do that? But do you mean different physical laws? Like, so Kia can make a change in the timeline, but she can't change the underpinning laws of reality. Kia can't make gravity become 12 times stronger, for example. That's not something she could do. She can change lives and destroy civilizations, but she couldn't have made gravity stronger or make Zemuria a different shape. That's just not something she could do. Or change how Septium works, or energy in general. Like, that's not something Kia can do. So, but I think based on how physical laws of the universe, I think that the physical laws of the universe might have been rewritten at some point. Considering Mare is talking about forbidden things, like things out of this world or corrupted, it makes me suspect that Mare is referring to things that existed in a previous reality, where physical laws and underpinnings of the world as Zemuria had changed somehow, and she's referring to things like of that nature, which she shouldn't be doing, which is why she's getting censored. Yeah. Now, how the Genesis play into this, I'm not entirely sure. Who would be censoring her, or what? Well, considering we have, oh god, what the fuck was it? The computer from Reverie, not Elysium, but the one that was helping us. That one, so like... Azoth could instantaneously interfere with reality itself. No, Azoth, right. Because basically reality self-correcting, right. Yeah, because Azoth, remember, we discussed this during Reverie. The only reason Azoth was such a perfect counter to Elysium was because the changes Azoth made to people was instantaneous in our reality. So, it's not impossible that there's another monitoring computer like Azoth out there that is censoring people when they bring up information they shouldn't be speaking of. In real time. That's not outside the realm possibility for another computer like Azoth. And I'm actually going to put that down as another note. Yeah, number 3. It's why I think that's not an unreasonable. Oh, sorry. Let me fix my face again. I don't think that's an unreasonable conclusion. Because again, if Azoth could do that, then I feel like it's Azoth's recording engine number 3 after all. Yeah. I feel like it's not unreasonable to have another computer just dedicated to self-censorship, essentially. I feel like that's reasonable. All right, where is girl with the bad taste? Okay, here we go. Well, Azoth was outside the universe. It probably was from beyond. Yeah, and like just having one dedicated to censoring information, which, like, it doesn't seem outside the realm of possibility as is. And it could definitely do it in real time because Azoth was capable of making instantaneous changes. You think it would have a way of dealing with the Divergent Law stuff leading to Zemuria? I would imagine that Divergent, whatever engine we're looking at for self-censoring, might not be able to actually, like, get, like, it might not be, okay, imagine it's a filter. Imagine it's like a computer filter. By the way, I don't think we're in a computer program still. Imagine it's like a computer program that's set up with a database of words to censor and things to censor. It might not actually be able to, like, change like, you might not be able to be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna take away all that Divergent shit. It might not even recognize, it might only be able to, like, just say, you can stop people from saying fuck, but you can't stop the effects of fuck, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. I'm explaining this very badly. All right. It can't stop the files in the computer. It might stop users from reading them. Yeah, something like that would be a good way of putting it. Oh, that's totally a fucking hole in reality. Okay. It would have to react in real time, instantaneously. That's a bit of a stretch, though. I mean, that's what I don't think so. Considering that was what Azoth was essentially doing by modifying the group. So I'm trying to divulge every bit of information I can from that last stream. It might not be able to prevent her from saying the words at all. saying she needs to censor something rather than just alter what she's saying. I don't think it's capable of altering it. Like, going by what Azoth does in Reverie, Azoth needs to bring people inside of its area. Good morning, Espes. To make things, to like fix things up and give everyone a boost. Azoth was never able to like forcibly strengthen everyone. It could never just give people more power, remember. Everyone still needed to fight, everyone still needed to essentially train inside the hyperbolic time chamber. They weren't able to just force their... Azoth couldn't instantaneously like change them in any way. Do you think it's better to be changing something in real time versus changing things between two instances while time passed elsewhere? By the way, we have 3 Septarians left by this point. Time, water, and wind. Take your pick. Oh, fuck it. Time, because it doesn't make sense. Look, I've gotten used to having no fucking idea when they're using whatever the fuck they're gonna do. I thought water, and now I'm thinking it's not gonna be water. Not because I have any reason to think it's not water, but because... or wind. Both of those make sense, so it's time, because that doesn't make any sense to me innately. Like, oh wow, water would make sense because there's no water. Wind would make sense because we're in the desertification. Time, I don't fucking know. So it's time. Interesting. Okay. See, the thing is, she censored from the first letter. It's not like it's catching up. Would have to know what she's going to say and start censoring her as soon as she starts speaking. Also, okay, more van talk. Okay, okay, a good argument for time is that the Genesis have been shaped like antique clocks and have been described as such. Yeah. Also, I've deciphered the 2 frames of animation from the cutscenes. Van is reading a book and someone's gloating over a fucking abyss that they opened up. Yeah, that entire time I was silent, I was going through the stream trying to see those 2 fucking frames. Show us? I literally was looking on for them. The book, the Septian Bible. Ah, fucker. Enabling language barrier for 6 seconds. Hypothetical causality engine. Okay, so that's interesting. I can't bring them up because, okay, you guys can probably find them and then let me show them because now I've seen them, but it's one of them's Van looking very sad as he has to read a book with some people around him, and another is a guy who looks very fucking evil with his arms in the, this is everything I desire, looking at like a hole in reality. What is that noise? I don't know. Maybe my legs or something. Or the music, maybe? I don't know. For what part? It was in the last stream at around 3:32, or 3 hours and 32 minutes. Okay. Okay. Good God, this board is chaotic as hell. We have a lot more actual theorizing for this stream, huh? There's like a lot more. Oh, right. I need to add another arrow. Going to... Okay, hold on a second. Here, here. To here. Make it straight type. Good. Theories are always fun. Yeah, no, we got actually a lot of material to theorize now, which is insane. We had a decent amount before, but now we have like a very decent amount. Was that the picture, BB? Hold on a second. Yeah, that was the picture. Van looks fucking coked out of his mind. What did I want? No, I just was trying to show there was the evil. There was this image followed up by a man looking like he had the best fucking time of his life looking at a hole in reality. Yeah. Ooh, he's got words on his fucking necklace. I can't read that shit though. You posted the other one? Cool. Yeah, hole in reality seems like a decent description of this. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mmm, tasty wiring. You see this board has gotten quite so chaotic, we don't care about lines going behind characters anymore. Yeah, I probably need to fix that at some point. And then let's see. Van's lines when he transforms this time are... These fragile chains guide me to this realm where I am now made manifest. Because this isn't Van talking, this is Grendel. I am both a nightmare and the beast that devours it. Darkness forging armored demon Grendel Otter. Huh. Okay, I got more general theory shit. Oh, right, I gotta update this. How many do we have so far? Right, one. Two. Two bracers, okay. $31, okay. Oh, no, fucking lines. Moving things around. So is it a literal or metaphorical demon? I don't think it's a demon at all. Remember, the tyrant didn't look like, That ponytail. Do you have a ponytail? Or do you just have a nice haircut? Even knowing this guy's from a past game doesn't trigger my memories unless I go through, like, a lot. I mean, this is partially what the boards are for, so I don't feel bad about doing this. And I'll be honest, his ponytail kind of reminds me of something. I can't... Maybe don't dwell on it. But that ponytail. And yes, it's not the clothing, it's the ponytail that's getting me because I feel... That fucking ponytail is what gets me because I feel like I've seen that before. It's specifically the way it's actually waving. Randy has a ponytail. But no, it's like the ponytail clipped here with this little design and this hairstyle. Like it... Very specifically, that draws me in, and I feel like I've seen this fucker before. In that case, like that ponytail, that fucking ponytail. It reminds you of Wiseman. It almost reminds me of Wiseman, but like, did Wiseman have a ponytail? I don't think he did. Why is it that when I look up Wiseman Sky, I get fucking girl dresses? The fuck? Weird. Yeah, no, he didn't have a ponytail. Not just well-brushed hair. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, okay, problematic with this one, this can be a fucking 10 coats. We have enough coats in this setting right now that this could be a lot of people. Frankly, like, okay, this could be the garden. This could be, because this is Van when he was younger, this could be the DG coat. Like, this could be some remnant of a part of, well, no, it's probably, it might not be Ouroboros. It might not be. It really depends on a few elements there. It depends on if Ouroboros is fine hiring child killers and stuff. And they're not fine with child brothels. The garden has been fairly prominent in this game so far. They have been, so it makes me think like maybe it can be the garden. At least they don't look like Ouroboros. Yeah, they don't... like, this image here is a bit too coaty for Ouroboros look, I feel. We've met Walter this game. They seem to be buddy-buddy for as well as they can be. Yeah, like, I don't feel... Like, we know Ouroboros can't be the main villains. That doesn't mean that they can't be involved in Van's backstory, admittedly, but... It just doesn't... Okay, so current theory is that... By gaining forbidden knowledge, one becomes a conduit for forces outside the current reality. We're going real Eldritch here with the theories. I think that... So what I'm guessing happened here is that Van was forced to... Van and probably like a lot of other people too What do you think Van ages in those images? He's 24 right now. I would say around 10 to 13. I would say 10 to 13 years old. But yeah, what I was saying is, I think that an organization figured out that forbidden knowledge lets you becomes a conduit for things outside this reality. And actually, this is actually this works really well. This is in line with Elysium a little bit, actually. Okay. In line with Elysium, learning of Ishmelgareen, and then becoming corrupted by it. Knowledge. So that is actually the case. This theory is in line with the idea of Ishmelgareen and Elysium, where via Elysium, learning of the possibility of Ishmelgareen became corrupted by it and a conduit for the curse, which makes sense for, which works with what we're seeing here. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. And you're a catalyst. If you're a catalyst, what does that mean, okay? This stream is a lot more theorizing than normal, which I am perfectly happy with, but it's making me tax my brain. A brain is small and stupid most of the time, so this is painful. What does it mean for you? If the Genesees are related to... If the Genesees are related to Septarion, and a Genesis is the catalyst needed for doing this, then... I'll put this actually out here. If Genesis equal related to Sept, then... and is catalyst, and if is also catalyst, is he related to us? Sept? Another law is that if it's a previous reincarnation person that already exists, from one will override the other at some point, still from Reverie. Not just from Reverie, but we also saw we also saw again with Aaron that is a Genesis can make that happen. So interesting. My God, this is like the most general theories we've added in one bloody thing. So I think I'm growing to the general idea that everyone is a reincarnation of another person at another time, but it's just that. But the fact is, like, people don't normally awaken to that, and it's actually almost impossible. Actually, considering what we know about Ozzy, reawakening of previous Life can only happen due to the influence of a sept. I think that's because, remember, Ozzy only awoke to his other life due to the influence of the Septarion of Ishmelga, which was the Septarion of Steel, and no one else we've seen has ever done that before, so that's a lot of theories. Makes you question if you have a theory you don't want to be true. Well, I don't like reincarnation stuff. That's just, like, I don't like this kind of stuff most of the time, so I'm a bit mad with it. Could be interesting, could not be, but it's just not my, preferred story type. Though I think the story is going in this direction. Ugh. I guess the thing I would dislike the most if there's like 4 more Mare Hollows somewhere around, or 3 more of those. Yeah, there's just welcome to today's stream where I theorize about the entire game off of like a single conversation that happened, essentially. Give me my Bible. I shall do amazing things, I swear. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about for now, though, right? This should be it for now. Find Wazzy and ask him. Wazzy's never going to give me an answer. I'd more likely get an answer out of Kevin than I am out of Wazzy. Wasn't Maxim's job a spring job? I didn't add that. Oh, right. You're right, actually. Thank you for the reminder there. Okay. We're 1331. So let's get back to Genesis Devices' purpose with all these theories. It seems more likely observing these phenomena was one of their uses. Find Gaius. Gaius doesn't know shit. He's going to say he knows stuff, but then he's just going to talk about the wind for 5 hours. I think the Genesis might be used to observe or access elements from previous realities. That's what I'm going with right now. Oh god, I feel crazy. There's so many theories now. So many new theories. Like, holy shit. Helps a lot to have some actual information to go off of. What a shocker. I nearly doubled my theories this week. Yeah, all because I finally got a little bit of information. Just a little bit, but it was enough for me to start fucking making theories about a lot of different things we have. And I do enjoy it, by the way. I really enjoy making theories like this. I think Trails is at its worst when you can't truly think about the story, when you just have to kind of hope that things work out and make sense. And wait for the answers to just come at you, because otherwise you just don't have any information to go on. I think Trails is at its... essentially think whatever censored Mare. Yeah. Trails is at its best with its story when it's something that you can think about and theorize, and it's at its worst when all you can do is go, I guess I have to wait for them to talk about it. Like when I make theories some games ago that eventually come true or not. Goodness gracious, the boards again. This one added so much new theorizing. It's just a lot of fun for me to actually think about the story and try and not have to just kind of go, well, they're not giving me anything, so now I'm gonna have to just like, okay, a lot of the time with Trails I'm predicting what's gonna happen based on writing tropes and what I've observed in Trails writing beforehand. So I'm not actually figuring out what's happening next. I'm thinking, okay, this is probably what the writer will do. While in today's stream, I've gone over a lot more, okay, let me use the information from in-universe to try and solve this without, and it's like, that's fun. That's a lot more fun compared to just predicting what the writers are going to be trying to do. Oh boy. But I think that's it. This is a shorter stream than usual for making a board, but at the same time, this feels like one of the most productive ones we've had in a long time. It's definitely good. I like it a lot. I hope this story continues being interesting and next week doesn't end up being kind of like a waste of time or anything. Anyway. Thank you all so very much for coming today. Hope you guys had a good time. First time coming, I suggest you subscribe and engage most or wherever I'm streaming. Liking the stream, leaving a like, giving anything, comment below. And share the stream around to theorize as much as we can. Because next week, we're going to try and get even more answers. But until next time, I'm going to get up close, I'm going to get quiet, and I'm going to say goodbye.